Pete here from a bit twisted. So we're out where the flax has dried. Kind of blends in with the ground. Looks like straw. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Not that dark gray stuff I had for the last couple of years. So we need to find a couple good specimens here. So this looks like a good one. Nice and tall. And we'll that's probably about, we'll just grab a couple. Okay, been sitting out here for a few days in the heat. It's all dried. Everything's looking good. Still stinks to high heaven. The smell hasn't gone away yet. But we're going to run this through my brake that I use. And as you know, if you've been following some of my stuff, I do not have a standard brake. I do not have a standard flax brake. So what I have is a machine that crushes sugar cane, to juice the sugar cane. And it crushes the flax stalk, and then I just hand break it apart. So that's how I've been doing it. So we're going to come on over and we're going to have a look and see how this works. See how well it works. So you can see my little machine here. So I have to go backwards with it, and it pulls it forward this way. So I'm going to undo a couple stalks here. So I can do a whole bunch at once, but I run it through backwards this way, all the way through. Once usually does it because I have it set pretty tight. Crushes the root end. So the root end just kind of breaks away because it's thick and brittle and hard and pretty much useless. Even though they say there's fiber in the root, well, not much usable fiber in the root. So we're just going to stick this in. See it coming out. The root end just falls away. Flattens the stalk, puts a little crimp in it. Just a tiny crimp. Enough to do the job that I need. So I don't know if I've overread it or not. So this is what we're testing to see if we're at that point. So I have not put anything else in. So right now it's all kind of broken up. And we got some that's, this may have been overredded, so it may not be totally usable. So I'm going to take a little thicker bundle this time. I'm going to put it in. And this actually setup actually works pretty good. And because we harvested early, the fibers may not be mature enough to actually hold together very well. So, you know, picking these things early in the season, early in the harvest, may not actually be a good idea. So it's a learning process. This was a test. Some of my other stuff was allowed to grow and mature considerably more than this first round. So this first round is just a test. So if we get a real thick bundle, it has springs in here, so the springs can't over squish it. But this definitely works really well with cane, for sure. And then I can just sit and do all these bundles. Get a lot of loose stuff that just falls away from all of this. And like I said, this is a start. Let's see what happens. So all the flower heads, all that stuff. So I'm going to get these all in a bundle. So now I have them all in a bundle. And so I can now break it much easier. And I just do this by hand. Remembering that flax has lots of waste anyway. So it's a very dusty process. So I'm going to go grab my scutching stick. Be right back. All right. So let's get this set up here a little bit better. Okay. So I can use that piece of wood as my scutching board. I do not always use a scutch board. If I had a regular break, it would probably be a little better. But it is what I have, and it does work. And the tips, the flower tips right here, I really don't like those either. And I just kind of knock those off because they don't have much usable either. So typically what I do is I hold this and then just let it dangle in the air, and then I just use my stick. I don't see that raking it across the board does much better of a job. So I'm going to go get my hackle here in just a minute. We're just about ready for that. So definitely the even though I harvested this early, this feels kind of coarse fiber. It's fine, it's thin, but anyway. So right now this is what we have. Just some real quick bit of fiber here. So let me go get my hackle and I'll be right back.